Still possible in the playoffs. Still possible in the playoffs.
Right.
Gotta get that ring in the playoffs. Still possible in the playoffs. Still possible. The Boston Celtics still possible. Still possible.
Banner 18. These are all dogs. Ridiculous. Playoffs beats the heat, you gotta know. Let's go Celtics, let's go. You motherfucking Celtics, let's go.
What is up, kids, gods, and legends? I am Sam Jam Packard, coming to you late night after Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, joined as always by Jay King from The Athletic. Celtics win in overtime in a game they had no business winning. They completely stole Game 1. I will go through it, but I have no idea how they were able to force a turnover with 8 seconds left down 3, how Jaylen Brown was able to get that shot off without being fouled, how he just made a ridiculous shot in the corner. The Celtics get new life, force overtime. Jason Tatum kind of takes over. Just an absurd Jason Tatum game because he had phenomenal statistics, was a plus 20. They were absolutely dominant when he was on the court. He had some questionable decision making down the stretch, but my God, Jay, what an insane game and a great win for the Celtics.
Wait for it.
Let's go, you motherfucking Celtics. Let's go, baby, let's go.
Woo!
You motherfucking Celtics, let's go. Let's go now, I'm saying let's go. Let's go, you motherfucking Celtics. Let's go, baby, let's go. You motherfucking Celtics, let's go. Okay, now say these lonely Pacers. Make me grab my pen, I'm talking no erasers. Let's go, Celtics, write it down in ink. Celtics win the fucking Pacers thing. Let's go, Celtics, I said let's go. Let's go, you motherfucking Celtics. Let's go, baby, let's go. You motherfucking Celtics, let's go.
He's a poet.
He's a poet. Pacers is a difficult rhyme
That
scheme.
mystery man is a poet.
If he managed to fit that in there, that was pretty good. Fascinating Game 1, Jay King.
The playoffs are here.
The playoffs are here.
This was the first game and felt like a real playoffs. The pressure, the craziness, the heart attacks that the Celtics gave everyone in attendance. I don't know how the Pacers lost that game. I don't know how the Celtics won that game. They did it, though. It doesn't really matter in the playoffs as long as you win. That's the thing. And they were fortunate. Let's start at the end of regulation because that was crazy.
I mean, how the final 5 minutes were kind of insane. This is like the Pacers were just killing it in the mid-range, whether it was Siakam or Andrew Nembhard. I thought the Celtics forced them to take the shots you kind of want them to take, but the Pacers were shooting lights out. I mean, with 30 seconds left, we have Celtics down 3. Nesmith goes for an outrageous steal on an inbound pass and leaves Jason Tatum wide open. They miss that 3. Then Nesmith somehow comes back and throws the ball, or I think Halliburton turned the ball over. Nesmith tries to dive for it out of bounds. They get another chance. Derek White misses a bunny. Jason Tatum gets the rebound and for some reason takes a fade away. That was just an awful, awful decision.
Yeah, there you got to either go to the hoop or kick it out and try a 3.
And he did neither of those. He took a fadeaway mid-range. Then Drew Holiday forces the turnover against Halliburton driving out of bounds. So I have the sequencing right there.
What a fucking wild.
And then with 8 seconds left, Indiana just needs to inbound the ball.
Did you talk about the pull up Derek White 3?
Well, that got absolutely swatted.
Where he just got swatted. And then in overtime, he almost did the same thing to Halliburton and just missed it and fouled instead. That was like the last bad moment for the Celtics. It was just an insane game. This is all the excitement the Celtics had been missing for the first 10 games of the playoffs showed up tonight. And they had so many open misses. They had so many plays where you thought they had squandered their chance and it was over. Al Horford was guarding Pascal Siakam, and Siakam just kept getting buckets over the top of him. I'm not sure about that matchup, even though I guess the Celtics' idea was make him shoot pull-up mid-range jumpers.
The Pacers were phenomenal for mid-range today. I think they had
Andrew Nembhard hit at least one or two over Horford too.
Yeah, I think they had 6 mid-range jumpers in the fourth quarter, which is like kind of the shot profile you want any team to take, but the Pacers were knocking it down. I mean, and then in overtime, Jason Tatum scores 10 points. Nesmith fouls out. Jason Tatum, like it's a back and forth game.
He's a danger. He's a danger. He's a danger to himself. He's a danger to the Celtics. He's a danger
to the Pacers. He's a danger to the people in the front row.
He's just a danger. And I say that with all respect to him. The man plays so hard.
He plays dangerously. He lives life dangerously.
He's just a danger.
But the Tatum sidestep 3 to put them up 4 in overtime that kind of like sealed the game. It's like people have been talking shit about that sidestep 3 for feels like the whole playoff run.
It's cool when it goes in, though.
It's so much cooler when it goes in. Let's just talk about Jaylen Brown. I thought not only Jaylen Brown, like obviously he makes the huge shot at the end, but I just thought he was like strong defensively. He's the one who forces that turnover. He got a big strip of Siakam in overtime. He didn't put up the huge numbers tonight. He only had, I think, 26 points, but I just like what cojones to knock down that shot. And I just thought he brought the intensity on defense that they kind of needed, especially down the stretch.
And after the shot, he wanted a foul. He thought he got fouled there. It was an interesting situation where Pacers were up 3, 5.7 seconds left, and they wanted to foul, but it's just such a tough position to foul because Celtics were passing it out from the baseline. Any pass that they make, they're going to be able to go right up with it. And so you have that in the back of your head. He could go right up with this. I could foul him. It could be a 3-point play, or it could be a 3-point foul. It could even be a 4-point play, and you ended up losing the game in regulation. So I don't blame Siakam for not fouling there, even though the Pacers wanted to give one. And then
you could see him. He like reached out initially. He's like, oh, he squared up and then like put his hands behind his back.
And Jaylen like almost tried to bait the foul at first.
Through,
and he stopped, regathered himself, and then went up and splashed it home. And that was after he made 2 big free throws. People have spent a lot of time worrying about Jaylen Brown's free throws, and I think it's totally warranted concern. He goes through stretches where he just front rims a lot of them, looks really shaky, but hit 2 huge ones tonight, and then the 3 from the corner. Like you said, he had the strip on Siakam. He also had the huge block of Nesmith late in the game, where then he threw it off Nesmith. It was just a really, really impactful performance by Jaylen Brown. And at the same time, he was part of the bench units that almost cost up the game.
Let's talk about the rest of the game. I mean,
Still part of the Boston Celtics, still part of the